Thursday! Happy Thursday! I hope you're having a great day today. It is cold outside, isn't it? Yeah, you know what? It's cold, but it's also kind of sunny today. Ooh, it is chilly. Well, let's look at our calendar. Today is Thursday, the 28th. Let's look at our calendar. Here's our calendar right here. Okay, let's find Thursday the 28th. Okay, right here. We've got Thursday. Yeah, and it says the 28th. It says tonight's a full moon. And if we go straight up, see right here, it tells us it's Thursday. Yeah, it is Thursday the 28th, and it's January 2021. We're having a good year so far. Okay, well, I got several of these little books, and I wanted to share the first one with you. And you know what? There's a possum on the front. It's a fun little book. It's called Nosy Posy. Yeah, let's look at this. One fine day, little Posy poked her nose from her cozy hidey hole for the first time. She sniffed the air, slipped from her hole, and skipped onto the path. So there she is, right there. Oh, and there's the path right there. What a wonderful day this will be. So much to see, so much to learn, said Posy as she scampered along. Oh, and we see it right there. Hip hop, hippity hop. Something small and furry bounced by. Yoo-hoo, called Posy. What are you doing today? How do you hop like that? Oh, it's a rabbit. And there's Posy right there. The creature stopped and blinked at Posy and said, well, you're a little nosy. No, I'm a little Posy, said Posy. I'm a bunny and bunnies hop. What do you do? Asked the bunny. Ooh, let's find out. I don't hop. Well, I'm not sure what I do, said Posy slowly. Sorry, I can't hang around, said the bunny. I have places to go. And off went the bunny. Posy poked her nose into a curious hole and came across some little tiny ants. Oh, and we see the ants right there. Hello, what are you doing today? Asked Posy. But the little ants did not hang around to answer Posy. They just scurried on their way. Everyone's busy, huh? Posy started down the path again and soon came upon two frisky, bushy-tailed fellows. Oh, look at these squirrels. Hi there, called Posy. What are you doing today? And where did you get those bushy tails? Tisk tisk, said one of the creatures. Aren't you nosy? No, I'm Posy, replied Posy. We're squirrels. We are made with bushy tails, said a squirrel. We gather acorns. What do you do? Let's find out. Well, I'm sure acorns are tasty, said Posy, but oh, the two squirrels had to skitter away. Oh, so they had to go. Little Posy plopped herself down on a log. She saw two creatures in the pond. Ooh, look at these fish. Aren't they beautiful? Good morning, called Posy. What are you doing today? And where are your feet? A face peeked up at Posy and said, greetings. If you must know, we are playing. We are fish. Fish have fins and flippers, no feet. Oh, okay. I see, said Posy. I have hands and feet, but no fins. You won't be able to play with us, said the fish, and he flipped and swished away. Gee, said Posy, he did not even hang around to chat. Oh no, I think she's getting sad. That's because you are not a fish, said a voice. Who said that? Asked Posy. A big rounded fellow plodded over to Posy and announced, I am a turtle. Golly, said Posy, why do you have that big shell? And why do you walk so slowly? Nosy, snapped the turtle. Posy, said Posy. You certainly are not a turtle, said the turtle. All turtles have shells, and we don't walk slowly. Goodbye. With that, the turtle tucked away inside his shell. Oh no, let's find out what happens. Oh, wept Posy, I'm just a nosy posy. No one wants to hang around with me. That's not true. Let's find out what happens. I'll hang around with you, said a voice from overhead. Who said that? Asked Posy. Let's find out. Oh, I did. I'm a possum, just like you, said a cheery fellow. Climb on up. You can ask me anything you want. I won't mind. Oh, that's good. Posy found a friend. And what a wonderful day Posy had, hanging around with her new best friend. That's great. This book was called Nosy Posy. And we have 4 of these books, so we'll keep looking through these. Okay, I've got another book to share with you. This is one of my favorites. It's called My Teacher. Let's look at this together. Oh, look at these pictures. Aren't they beautiful? It says, My Teacher. My teacher has been teaching at my school for a long time. Some people joke and say she was teaching before schools were even built. I know that's not true, but she did teach my mom and my grandma. Oh, wow. That's all of her students right there. Let's read. Some people wonder why my teacher teaches in my school. She could have retired a long time ago. She could teach across town where the sun always shines. Maybe I know why she keeps teaching here. My teacher calls us her writing bees because every morning we are busy with our journal writing. I love writing stories, especially about princesses who slay dragons to save the prince. And there's their teacher. You see that little bee puppet? Isn't that fun? My teacher says that I'm a good storyteller and that I should think about being an author when I grow up. My teacher loves us for us to use our talents. Maybe that's why she keeps teaching. See everybody working? Wow, they are busy. Let's find out what happens. We don't have a library in our school, but one day my teacher came to school with boxes and boxes of books. We are making our own classroom library, said my teacher. Fiction on one side and nonfiction on that side. Oh, look at all the books. My teacher loves to read, and she makes us love it too. Maybe that's why she keeps teaching. The next day, my teacher was reading us a story about fathers when my friend Erin started to cry. She said that her parents are getting a divorce. My teacher closed the book right away, and we began discussing different types of families. Later, she took out crayons and paper and asked us to draw our family portraits. After we came back from lunch, everyone had to stand next to their drawing and tell us who was in their family. One boy had 2 friends, an aunt, and 5 cousins living in his apartment. My teacher likes to talk about things that are important to us. Maybe that's why she keeps teaching. One day, my teacher read us a story about a jazz musician named Duke Ellington, which we all loved. Then she brought out her jazz records, an old record player. She taught us that there are different types of jazz. She likes big band jazz the best because you can dance to it. In Harlem, there was a hall called the Savoy Ballroom, and they did a swing dance called the Lindy Hop, said my teacher. I asked us if she would show us the Lindy Hop, and we spent the day listening to jazz and dancing and dancing and dancing. How fun. Now, when I'm at home listening to music on the radio, I can sometimes hear a little jazz in my favorite songs, and that makes me smile. That's her at home right there. A few weeks before Thanksgiving, my teacher came to school with lots of empty cardboard boxes and a big bag of green pencils with white flowers. Everyone in our school donates food so we can fill up the boxes for people in our neighborhood. When I asked my teacher why, she said, "We don't always know what challenges others have at home," she says. "It's always important to help others." Oh, there's your pencils right there. And there's the food boxes they're making. And we do that at our school too. The boxes were all filled with food a week before Thanksgiving. When I was putting my coat on to go home that day, I noticed my teacher placing the flower pencils in each box. I wish that I could have one of those pencils too. Then yesterday, when I asked Nola if I could borrow a pencil, she handed me one of the pencils my teacher had placed in those boxes. I'm glad we could help Nola's family with our donation. A couple of weeks ago, my teacher said, "You are going to begin your first big project. You'll write a report and draw a picture of someone from the nonfiction section in our class library. We could choose anyone we liked, a famous artist, an author, an inventor, an astronaut, or a president." Oh, here's them working on that. I picked Langston Hughes. He was a great poet during the Harlem Renaissance. We did some research on the computer and used books from the public library. I was very surprised to find out that many of the poems Langston Hughes wrote were based on jazz. Oh, and they're researching together right there. Every day for more than a week, we worked on our reports, writing, researching, and rewriting. On the last day, my teacher took out crowns and other art supplies, and we drew portraits of the people in our reports. We put the reports and drawings in the hallway so that everyone in my school could see them. We had a party, and my teacher took lots of pictures of us next to our projects. My teacher loves to show everyone how much we know. Maybe that's why she keeps teaching. You see them standing in front of their projects right there. She's taking a picture. The pictures are great. If we finish all of our work and we have time before the bell rings, my teacher tells us stories about the kids she once taught. There is the story of a city councilman named Mr. Marino. When Mr. Marino was in my class, he looked like a mess. His shirt was always wrinkled and hanging outside his pants, and those pants often had holes in them. Who would have imagined he'd be working at City Hall, asked my teacher. So there's the pictures right there of Mr. Marino. And then there are stories about Annette Williams, who complained about being sick every day. If she didn't have a headache, she had a tummy ache or a rash, my teacher says. She spent more time in the nurse's office than in class. When I visit her in her office, I call her Dr. Williams. So there's her when she was young, and here's Dr. Williams now. Today she told us about a little girl who sat right in the corner over there and dreamed of being a teacher. I raised my hand and asked what happened to her. My teacher smiled and pointed at herself and said, "I was that little girl." This is a great book. Then I asked, so is that why you keep teaching, because it was your dream? My teacher replied, I teach because of every one of you. I just love teaching and being a part of your lives. I love helping to make your dreams come true. My teacher is the greatest. We are lucky that she is happy teaching right here at our school. That was a great book. That was called My Teacher. Well, I hope you have a great rest of the day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye, friends.